Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Amidst all these problems, loudspeaker issue, hijab issue, halal issue, all these issues, apparent issues, there is something which is very real and which is going to take its toll on India and our economy and our youth, and that is the labor participation ratio. Labor participation ratio, low labor participation ratio is more dangerous than unemployment. And let's discuss why. Let's get right into the show. So, according to a CMIE report, that is Center of Monitoring Indian Economy report, majority of India's 900 million workforce has stopped looking for jobs. 900 million, majority of the 900 million. What they also go out to say is that labor participation rate has dropped from 46% to 40% in the last 5 years. What they also say is that only 9% of Indian women are employed or looking for jobs. Mind you, India consists of 49%. Our population consists of 49% of women, and out of which 9% are only 9% are employed and or looking out for jobs. This is the status. I have been constantly speaking to you about the problem of labor participation rate, and I have been constantly talking to you about what happens when the labor participation rate drops. I have also been telling you that it is more dangerous to have a low labor participation rate than even unemployment. Now, whenever we see hijab, halal, loudspeaker, all these things happening, we need to understand that there is something else brewing and something much more serious brewing in our country while we have been diverted to talk about halal and hijab. Nobody is talking about this. Nobody is talking about such a serious situation which is going to affect our youth and our country in the near future and in the very near future, not far away future, in the very, very near future. You see, I'll tell you why I say that labor participation rate is far more dangerous than unemployment. You see, India is a country of youth. We are a young country. When I'm saying young country, I don't mean after independence and all that. I'm saying young country because our population, bulk of our population are youth. Now, what really happens is this is the right time. This is the right time for a country to actually take this opportunity and reap the benefit of being a young country, so that you have more labor participation, you have more labor, therefore you produce more. And when you produce more, your economy grows more. This is the right time to take the benefit of being a young country. And what we are doing is nothing close to it. Most of our youth are disillusioned. Now, what happens if you don't take the advantage of being a youth country? Don't take the advantage, don't reap the fruits of being a young country. What happens is India will get older. India will get older as time progresses, but India will not get richer. We will remain poor, but our population will get older. Then the advantage of having a youth population is also gone. This is the problem. The second issue that we are going to face very soon is the inequality of income. Obviously, when a bulk of your youth, bulk of your labor force is not going to go out for work, not going to look out for work, sit at home, being dependent, the resource is going to go smaller and smaller and the need is going to go bigger and bigger. So, in a family, one person will earn, 10% will eat. Obviously, that family is going to go from poor to poorer. Whereas people who've got huge amount of wealth, they are going to get richer and richer. So there is going to be an inequality of income. Another very major problem, and that's the problem number 3, is we are going to have idle minds which are going to turn into devil's workshop. You will see more of this loudspeakers and hijab issues. You will see more of these protector of religion and of faith and of dharma and all. You will see a lot of them because they don't have any other work to do. They don't have any other work to do but to interfere, to involve themselves into social activity and pretend that they are busy. Pretend that they are contributing to the society, pretend that they are contributing to the nation. So in their minds, they are contributing to the nation, but in factually, they are neither contributing to the nation nor even contributing to their family. So low labor participation creates more of idle minds. The fourth thing is impact on economy. I don't need to tell you this. Less of production. There is no labor participation, means the labor cost will go up. When the labor cost go up, the cost of production will go up. When the cost of production is going to go up, nobody is going to buy from you. China today dominates the world market because they've got a huge labor force. They actually reap the benefit of that large labor force. Therefore, they can create products at a cheaper price because the labor is cheaper there. This is going to have impact on our economy because while our population is huge, maybe as much, almost close to China, but the labor force is very less. So we will never be able to compete in the global market because the cost of our produce will be high. So that's point number 4. Point number 5 is, what about women empowerment? Like I told you, 49% of our population are women. And you know what? Their contribution to the economy is merely 18%. Merely 18%. Not because they are not capable enough to contribute. Maybe they are more capable to contribute than a lot of men I know. But the fact is, we don't give them an opportunity to contribute. So their contribution is merely 18% of the economy, and the actual workforce is not even 9% of the total population, total women population. Not even 9%. This is where women contribution comes in. Therefore, it has direct impact on empowerment of women. Women can never be empowered because they can never be self-sustaining. They never have the power to live on their own. They will always be dependent. And the last is, most of our population, our youth population, will be disillusioned, therefore making them inefficient. The desire to grow, the desire to be big, the desire to be more effective makes a country grow, makes a country efficient, makes their workforce efficient. We are going to lose out on that because our youth are disillusioned. They are frustrated. They are not interested in their jobs. When they are not interested in their job, the desire to become big, the desire to grow loses, goes, finito. And when that happens, it is going to have a direct impact on the country and the country's efficiency. So that's what the problem is. So these are the issues that we need to understand. And mind you, look at the severity of these issues. This is something like I told you before. It is not 20 years from today. It will happen now. It will happen in the next 5 years if you don't take corrective measures. Why does labor participation rate come down? Labor participation rate come down because of misguided youth. You are misguiding your youth. Other than telling them, other than giving them motivation, other than inspiring them to grow, what are you telling them? That stop hijab, stop loudspeaker? Is that what you are teaching? Look at where you are guiding your youth to. Where are you taking your youth to? In this environment, do you think a youth will say, okay, I want to get into IIT and I want to be a gold medalist in IIT. I want to get into ISRO. I want to create the latest rocket for India. Is that what the youth is going to think? Think about it. You see, there is a definite inequality between youth from one area, from rural India, from tier 2, tier 3 and from top metros. The opportunities are different. A person from a metro gets far better opportunities, far more exposure, far better money, far better jobs. Whereas a person from tier 2, tier 3 and villages do not. We have to bridge this gap. We have to bridge this gap because a youth from a village is an Indian youth as much as a youth from Mumbai is. This gap should be bridged. So that's another huge problem. Inequality as far as jobs are concerned. Misogyny. Misogyny is another huge problem. What opportunities are we giving our women? You know, women in India, in Mumbai, for instance, let me talk about my city. In Mumbai, there are times she has to take 2 trains to reach her workplace. On her way back, and a lot of Mumbaikars will agree to me and will know what I am talking about. She buys vegetable and she cuts it in the train on her way back home. Why? So that she can go home immediately, cook for her husband and children. This is what happens to a working woman. If she is contributing to the family, are we giving her the same impetus, the same respect that the man of the house gets? If not, why? Secondly, why are we not making special arrangements for women to go and work? If they are working, you need to give them special trains, special buses, special whatever it takes to ensure that life is made easy for her to go and work and go back home. Because end of the day, no matter what, she is the one that's running the family. She is the one that looks after the children. So that's something that we need to understand, and we need to plan it that way for her. Then possibly getting her to work or ensuring that there is labor participation, women labor participation will be worth it, will be possible. That's my third point. My last point, what environment are we creating? We are making heroes of people who spread communal venom in this country. They are our heroes nowadays. They are the guys who come on television on 24/7. We need to create heroes. We need to create heroes. When you see people like Indra Nui, when you see people like Sundar Pichai, when you see people like Leena Nair on television, that is when you create aspirations for youth to grow, to go out there and to perform, to go out there and to excel. That's the aspiration, not people who wear gamchas and go with flags and try and talk about how they are saving a faith or they are protecting a faith. Those are not the aspirations that we need to be showing on television, we should be showing on prime time. Show people who have achieved for this country, show people who have made our country proud. These are things that we need to do to ensure that there is labor participation and our youth are no longer disillusioned. There is a pathway, there is a direction given to our youth. That's my request, and that's why I do such programs on a daily basis, though these may not be trending topics. So that's the point I wanted to make. Do log on to our website, subscribe one of the packages that you can afford to. Your money is very important for us to survive. So do support one of our packages and keep watching SW News Network. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.